Hello everyone. Today is Thursday, December the 16th, 2021. It is 1:33 p.m. here in Jacksonville, Arkansas. I am going to make some Nigerian Akara, known as beans cake. I have allowed a couple of two different types of beans. One is the black eyed pea, and the other was pinto. See, the pinto brown bean. So I had more black eyed peas than I do brown beans. Here are the brown beans. Let's see if I can get some in my hand. See? There's one black eyed pea and the rest is pinto. And so I am going to make some Akara. And I traveled to Nigeria in 2012, and I fell in love with the food. And so here goes. So far, the ingredients that I will be using to make my beans cake. Akara is also known as beans cake in English. I will be using the beans, of course, for this recipe, black eyed pea mixed with pinto beans. I have 1 egg, salt to taste, and I have onions that I had in the refrigerator. I have onion. I'll be using white onion, and I have red pepper. This is the little pack that I got from a while back from Papa John's Pizza. It's crushed red pepper, and I will be buying some peppers. Now, I will not be using Lowry seasoning salt. I will not be using this one. I thought maybe it needed leavening, but I won't be using any baking powder or baking soda. And I will not be using any starch for this recipe. Let's get started. I'm taking the black eyed peas to the blender. Also have some cooking oil heating up. Turn this oil up higher. Put it on a medium. Y'all, at first we'll start with small amount of black eyed pea or bean mix. Okay, I'm going to blend this with a small amount of water. Very small. Small. This is a 6-speed blender. me add a little bit more water. Let me check the texture. Let me get my spoon. This is good. So we take it off the blender, and what I will do is remove this egg and scoop this up. One moment. Okay, you see this consistency right here? This is the texture right here that I'm looking for. Okay, so if you ground it and you find a bean like this, just pick it out and ground it with like these two. Put it back in the blender and ground it with the other beans. And then this time I will ground it for a longer period of time. So I'm going to add more. Replace the lid. Okay. And don't worry if you put the lid on without the water, because the blender has this little piece that comes out. And then I'm going to take my water and I'm going to pour all of that little bit right there in there, because I have pretty good amount this time that I'll be blending. Place the lid back in the center. And blend. I'm going to put it on chop. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is stir it, take the lid off and blend it some more. So just take the spoon and just go right in there and stir it. You see the consistency? It's nice and thick, but there's still, let me show you, you could take a look at it like this. That's looking real good. But it has a few pieces of beans that is not chopped. So we want to put this back in, and this time put it on blend. Let me try different speed. So when it's not moving like that, you want to take it off and examine it. Okay, it is the correct consistency. You see this nice texture right here? This paste is thick. This is what we want. Just one moment, I'm gonna go ahead and start adding the ingredients. Y'all, I need to get a better camera for recording. I'm doing this all with one hand. I will first add a little salt for taste. And I will put in my peppers and onions. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. I'm operating this mobile phone camera with one hand. So I diced onions. There's an egg and crushed red peppers. And I will turn the camera around so you can see the great cook. This is me. So, y'all, I'm shopping for a video blog camera. So I will blend this very well. You see the thick paste, the consistency. I will begin to drop this into the cooking oil. Let me blend this very well now. One moment. Okay, I chopped some more onions. And I believe it has enough red peppers. I can put a little bit more. If you don't like spicy, maybe use less crushed red peppers. Now let's begin to drop this off into the cooking oil. So if I could scoop off this film off of my grease. The grease shouldn't have a film on it. Probably. This is old oil, it's not fresh oil. I shouldn't say it that, but it is. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna just spoon. I want to put the Akara as close to the grease as possible before I drop it, so it minimizes splashing. So you drop it gently like this. And I'm going to turn the grease back up. I had lowered it, and I need to turn it back up. You want to make sure this grease is hot now. This is the consistency you need for good beans cake. I intend to represent Nigeria to the fullest. I love Nigeria, the culture, the people, the music, the sunshine, the food, everything, the music. Y'all, my husband and I will continue on with God's willing. My husband is Nigeria. Will continue on with the marriage. That's a story for another day. See, my beans cake is cooking now. My Akara is cooking. See how smooth this is? The key is, and you know I didn't use all the beans, and it's okay. I can grind them later. My blender has chop, mix, grate, blend, and liquefy. Those are the speeds that my blender has. See, this looks like a thick oatmeal. Remember to drop the beans cake close to the cooking oil to minimize splashing. You know, you see some people, they be nervous around grease. You should be careful when you're handling hot grease. And it is because they do not lower the food close to the cooking oil. This tactic minimizes grease from splashing. So you want to turn the beans cake when they get a golden color like this. You want to turn it carefully now. They remind me of the American recipe for cornbread hush puppies. You know, when I was a girl, I used to make them. And I would drop them in the cooking oil just like this. I used to make hush puppies. But these are not hush puppies. Of course, they are Akara, Nigeria's famous beans cake. I want to say greetings to my husband in ABEOKUTA, Nigeria. Greetings to Brother Dada Adeyemi, also known as Dada Nafu. Greetings to Mom Wali and her family. And greetings to Brother Ahmed. And anyone else that I miss, if I miss your name, oh, the young lady across the way. I never pronounced her name correctly. Oh, the Timotopy young lady. Greetings to you too. I'm sorry I botched up your name. Okay, gang, my beans cake is ready now. And I will test this. It is very hot. One moment. Y'all, this is very hot now. So my beans cake is ready. I'm just going to take a knife and cut it open just to test the consistency because it's so hot. You want to be careful. And I want to show you the texture of my beans cake inside. See, that is light and fluffy. It's not gummy or anything. I would like to take a bite for you. It's so hot. Y'all, it is very tasty. It's very good now. I could add a little bit more salt, but it still has a lot of flavor. And y'all be careful, it's hot. This is my recipe for making beans cake. See how simple that is?